better make sense of what's going on, give us some strategies to push through, to restore, to rebuild, to heal, and all those types of things. So I think that history piece is a cog on the wheel, and I know that all of us are going to come from different angles and different perspectives, but that history piece I think helps to definitely give a good foundation as we move forward and strive to be better. Is that good, brother Kevin?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because then I'm gonna say something after. Thank you. I'm gonna say something after Paul. Paul, what about you, man? The same question I asked Sankofa. Can you recall what I asked him?
Give a little piece on what I'm going to talk on.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
the importance of why you're going to talk on that.
Okay. Basically, what I'm representing is spiritual law, universal law. I've been a student of universal law for probably about more than 45 years in my life now.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that so many of us are struggling with dealing with life circumstances. And what the laws do, it helps us to understand more access to knowledge of self and how to apply this information to improve upon our relationships, our inner selves, and to obtain our goals and objectives or our dreams. And so, of course, the importance of that, of course, is for putting people in a better place mentally, morally, and spiritually.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Um, I know my presentation, of course, would be not of course, but would be on a STEAM building workshop. I always learned that there would be no need for low self-esteem as we hold each other in high esteem. And I realized that my approach to this thing is it's not dealing with um, the science of this or biological aspect of this virus or this pandemic, as one would call it, but I would deal with it from a how the biological have affected the social part of this of people's lives, and
Mm-hmm.
because um, I think that a lot of times, even with certain students who are used to interacting with people socially, now they have to interact with themselves and to the computer with the computer, and sometimes it can become very serious to them, and they could contemplate doing things that are very suicidal. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
create a language. I want to create a language and build up their esteem to a point where it's just, it's all right. And there are people that are out here are trying to assist you and help you to build up your esteem so that we all can get through this together as a people. It makes sense?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Now,
absolutely.
Now, also, we want to be clear here too, in this wise, is that when I look at healing, I think that the result of healing happens to do with accountability, because
Mm-hmm.
when we have accountability one for another, that's healing. And then when you have accountability,
Yeah.
then the ultimate aim is complete civility. And when you deal with civility, and
Mm-hmm.
then you would be at peace. Because what I want to try to get people to see in
Yeah.
the accountability part is that when anything that is not going the way that we want to go, that on how they feel is that civility is associated with citizen, and citizen is, of course, is associated with civility. That means you live in the city. So that's why it's required upon us to act in a civil and a humane manner. Now, as that be the case here now, as it pertains to the community, we talk about the community, because I realize that community, the path or the journey to community life is a path or is a journey to human excellence. Let's put it that way. Is a path to human excellence. So when we deal with the community, now we're going to get into the presenters now as pertaining to the synergizing of the energy. Like Marcus and Kofa Nix, his presentation is to uplift the community wherein optimal health can be attained. You know what I'm saying? optimum health can be obtained. So you're starting it out. You're say you can be healthy. It can be attained. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of this pandemic, you follow what I'm saying? So you're giving perspective for as history through healing, whereas that there are parts in our lives and people's lives, whereas that optimum health was obtained. It was reachable. It was tangible. You know what I'm saying? So when you start off like that, that's a good thing, right? Then all I'm coming to do is somewhat reinforce it, and as I say, and to build on one's self-esteem and realizing and reinforcing the optimum health that one has can be obtained. Healing through history is attainable. I'm just reinforcing it. And then we have Lenny, who will come about. We'll talk about choices versus decisions, because if you're dealing with a pandemic and it's affecting you socially, then it puts you in a position where you don't make the best decisions, because we know that most people who are living amongst themselves or by themselves, they may convert or revert back to their old habits, such as alcoholism, whatever drug abuse that they get. So it puts them in a position where they don't make the best decision. So what he's doing, he's setting the standard of also creating a trademark when it comes to obtaining optimum health when it comes to the community in the midst of this pandemic. And then Paul comes with this humanitarian spirit of awakening people to the resources, that they can tap into, that is readily available, in the application of this, so it can serve as a benefit one for another, So we want to be the model. We want to be the model because we want to, this is something that is greater than us, you see. And when it's something is greater than us, we realize that there is importance for institution building. What I mean by that, we talk about hospitals, that is needed, investment when it comes to banking and so forth and so on. So we want to be a model where we can say that we can invest, that we are investing in each other in the midst of this pandemic. Everybody's dealing with it differently, But at the same time, you all are credible people. You have invested your time, you invested your energy, you have invested your effort, you know what I'm saying, to make it through it, So we want to bring home, force that in there, man. Not force it, but bring it in there. You know what I'm saying? That they can see that we are credible people, that we can make it because we are resilient about it. And then William Mary as the minologist, he will come and bring the right attitude for that success, the right mindset for that success. That what he would do. And then we have none other, I always like to say none other than Brother Minister Sa. He will come in and give the clinical part. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people who are going through this thing mentally, emotionally, or whatever that they're going through, he will come and give the diagnosis when it comes to the mental health in the Black community. Remember, we are on a journey. We're on a journey to community life as a journey to human excellence. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming and give the mental and emotional diagnosis toward whatever it is that people are going through in the midst of this pandemic when it comes to healing. And then we have Brother Amir. Brother Amir will come in and deal with the Muslims' contribution in the awakening to the awareness. When you awaken to your awareness of who you are and what you are, and I'm paraphrasing it, it begins the healing process. Because I find out that most people have a misunderstanding, for my purpose when it comes to, Muslims' contribution, you know what I'm saying, morally and ethically. You know what I'm saying? So we have to break these barriers, because when it comes to race, class, religion, gender, politics, economics, and education, we have to go beyond it. And we're breaking barriers. We want to be barrier-breaking pathfinders. And then after Amir comes in, then we have the Kichong exercise, and that's Baba Sa. And what he is, he brings he will cut down and bring awareness and alert us in order to ward off any invading force, any invading energy that will deplete us or separate us. You know what I'm saying? That will not render us, that we can be healthy and exercising whatever demons that is in us. Huh? Yes, does that make sense?
All right now.
Yes, yes. So,
Yeah.
so this is set up in that manner, and we want to be able to be the model, and this can be duplicated not only locally, it can be regionally, nationally, as well as internationally. Whatever it is in our lives, man, that we can obtain optimum health as the leading home run hitter, Marcus Sankofa Knicks will boom hit the park out the ball. Hit the ball out the park. You know what I'm saying? Such as a Ricky Henderson. So now I say this in this wise. It is said that in the beginnings of African American societies. Now let me be clear. We are a new people. We are a new people, man. We know about Africa. Africa is just a reference point. It's not a place of residence. We're new people, but we're talking about the culture in America. The African American societies and culture here in America. There are three possible things that must be understood in our interactions before anything can come together. Anything that took place even on the plantation, in order for us to build a viable institutions. One, we have to deal with the trauma. Huh? You have to deal with the trauma. And after you deal with the trauma, you got to deal with the capture. And what I mean by capture, because someone can capture your imagination and someone can capture your attention. If they capture your imagination and their attention, that means then therefore they control the narrative, huh? Am I speaking really to you, Brother Sankofa? Huh? So we want to change that. Yeah, we want to change that. Yes, yes. So, and as a result, then therefore, if they capture your narrative, then they transport that to all through the world, huh? Because remember about the slave. The slave didn't want to get up; he had to get up, huh? So we want to get to a point that we don't want nobody to force us to get up. We get up to the point of healing one another as being accountable to one another. That's what we're getting up for, huh? And that's what we're gearing up for. And I'm gonna say this here as the introduction, and then you all can chime in after this in closing remarks. I'm gonna come on and introduce. I'm gonna say this is the preamble. I'm gonna say this is the day that we gather and come together in constructing, better yet, reconstructing value. Doing so, we are promoting the value of self-worth for our common humanity. Communicating with precision a clearer image to the world, it is mandated that we cultivate the potential of that knowledge that is in us all. As we become practitioners of social maturity by concluding that resiliency is the author of success. One, we are tapping into and releasing and realigning ourselves with the value of that resiliency, with understanding, knowing that when you have balance, understanding speaks clearly, which will result in restoring social credibility. We are trying to restore the social credibility, being credible, huh? So then two, we are and will be tapping into and releasing and realigning ourselves with the value of that resiliency with tolerance, huh? And that having to do really with capacity training. Knowing the importance of capacity trainers and trainers and trainees. As a result, we'll be readdressing social diversity because when inspiration comes down, one aspiration goes up, huh? And this has to do with depression, you know what I'm saying? So listen, so three, we are and will be tapping into and releasing and realigning ourselves with the value of resiliency of temperance and temperament. As a result, we will be revising social coherency. We have to become more coherent and more cognitive, huh? Because we see for the most part, people are dealing really with cognitive dissonance. Things can be right before our eyes, but we don't even pay no attention. That's a serious bill, ain't it, man? Yes. So, and four, yes, we are, and as a result, we'll be tapping into and releasing and realigning. The reason why I keep saying releasing, because we are marching forward. And then we realign. When you have a car and your car is out of alignment, you go and get it what? Realign. And that's the balance. So ourselves with the value of that resiliency with confidence. As a result, we're replenishing social continuity. Now, historically, the boy talked about that our way of life has been interrupted. So we talk about the continuity of our confidence in cooperating with one another. And finally, we will be tapping and releasing and realigning ourselves with the value of that resiliency with respect. As a result, we will be reclaiming social solidarity. In addition, we will be informed, enlightened, inspired, and encouraged and empowered by it. That makes sense to you?
Indeed.
Yes, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I'm just taking notes as you speak, and you're giving me things to consider. So I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's what's happening, man. So any questions, challenges, concerns, and closing remarks?
Everything good on my end.
I think you've done a fabulous job of articulating the vision. I think I definitely, get the vision. And I know you said you'll send the ID, and will you also send the passcode as well too? You'll send those two things.
Yeah. I send it.
So that was wondering for like a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, because
Can you hear me? You froze, brother Kevin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze. Yeah, you froze. Paul froze too.
Okay.
But say it again.
So is that okay? So I was just saying, I'll have a PowerPoint presentation. So, would us, the presenter, need to share our screen and present that, or will you or some other person be able to?
Good question. So the person that's doing the presenting, it would be him and I would be the host. So if you want, so you make that decision, but you and I would, whoever's presenting, the two of us would be the host. So, it means that everything is in your hands. Yes. Yep. Good question.
Got it. Okay then. Okay. I know sometimes when presenting with Zoom, you can have the presentation and then that could impact your ability to see the others tuning in. So since you said that, then I'll prepare accordingly then.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, hey, man, because I know when I presented one time, I had my little face in the corner, then the information was right there. So,
Yeah.
As a PowerPoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anything else? So I was, when a follow up, I'm gonna have to send you the ID and the that's on the is already set up. I mean, it's already scheduled, and they got the code and the passcode and ID code or whatever, and I'll just send that to you for the people to your people to come on in, Sankofa.
So far, as a whole, what's the what's the count in terms of those that have signed up and registered? Everybody. But
last time I checked, it was about 5 people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I checked. One individual from your area, he registered for all the days.
Well, you know what? He was excited, brother Kevin, and I told him about the event, and he said, "Man, I'm gonna check them all out." So I told him I told him he should be able to once he filled out the form. So
man.
So yeah. Cool.
And it's needed. It's just that we are not like mainstream. Now, if mainstream come up with a title such as this, man, they jump right on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But man, we gonna make a mark. We gonna make history, man. We got them. No, don't trust me. This is bigger than all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when we are marching, when I'm saying marching forward, I'm saying we are doing that. It's like an unto a exodus, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So So that's what's happening, man. Other than that, man, I did record this, so I could I did something right. I recorded it. I could send it to the people, to the brothers or whatever who weren't able to make it. And
Yeah.
your brother Asar, of course, his wife is her Earth Day, as they call it, and we want to wish him well. We want to wish everybody well. Brother William Mary, he was trying to get on. He was on, and he wasn't able to get on, and I didn't take the time to call him. I just went on, and
Went forward.
brother, went forward. That's what we're doing, going
Yeah.
forward. And brother Baba Sa, I don't know if he tried or not, but needless to say, nothing but positive vibrations. And brother Amir, he I don't know if he tried to get on as well, but I talked with him personally directly. So, but needless to say, we are here, and we're always going to keep on moving. And I always say, and remember this: I don't know how true it is, but when our parents or mothers were giving birth, the doctor may have said, "Push," because if you don't push, nothing gonna happen. And the child came out, so you got. Hey, yeah.
That's right.
So you got
That's
to,
right.
Good analogy. Good analogy.
you got to
Yeah.
push. You got to push. Well, I want to thank you all. Any closing remarks?
Excellent job. Keep up the great work. Pushing, like you say, pushing. We got to keep pushing till the job gets done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right. That's
Well,
right. I'm in full agreement, and I also want to commend you for continuing to push in your own regards to see to it that this experience comes into fruition. So if anything else surfaces, if I have any more questions, I'll be sure to reach out.
yes, sir. So
All right, excellent.
also, if presenters, if you can get on, if you can, it would be better you get on at least maybe 30 minutes before, because we want to make sure we don't get these kinks out. You know what I'm saying? It would be helpful, but if not,
What time? What time then? What time? 6:45, 7?
it starts at 7. So man, 6:30, 6:45. It just the
Okay.
better. You know what I'm saying? No later than 6:45. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not a
Good
problem.
idea.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So gentlemen, thanks again. Any more?
All right.
Any other concerns while we're here? At this stage, if not, always reach out to me. I'm readily available. That's it.
No, I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
Did you mention Brother Kevin, Brother Lenny?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He said,
Okay, got you. Okay, cool. I think I'm all set for now. So,
Okay. I did talk to
and Brother
Lenny
Paul,
too.
nice to also connect with you as well
yes,
too.
sir. All right, brother.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you. Peace.
All right.
All right, Kev.
All right. Peace.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna
You too.
see.
All right.